cars promise luxury, convenience, and cutting-edge tech, but behind the touchscreens and features lies a secret most drivers never see coming.
Well, new research shows that today's vehicles may be collecting far more information than we realize. We're taking a look under the hood of this hidden data world with Dr. Jess Galani. We love this topic. I had no idea that this was happening because I feel like these high-tech features, they're often a major selling point. So what are the trade-offs when we embrace this type of technology?
You know, I think really often it is the case that when we technologize something, we are giving the opportunity for a two-way or multi-directional way communication to occur. And that means that that data that we create can be collected and gathered and made meaningful by these companies. And in some cases, in all cases, I think they bundle and sell that data to data brokers for marketing purposes. So it becomes this venue for making even more money. And, you know, we don't have data protection in the United States, as I say every time I'm on the show.
Right. So it's always interesting, too. So my daughter, my youngest, loves frogs. And so, like, when I'll look up something like some type of piece of frog furniture, something like that, now all my Facebook ads and everything else is frog-centric.
Yeah.
So this is now happening, you're saying, in vehicles.
Yeah, so everything that we do in our cars that we may feel is a semi-private space because, you know, we're enclosed and we aren't necessarily very close up with the public are actually collected. So even small things like when do we put down our window? When do we accelerate and decelerate?
No.
How often do we use our cars? When do we lock and unlock? Where do we go with them? Because to have maps work, we need location services to be enabled, right? And so many of us plug our phones in and maybe even use an app for our car, and that creates a portal to our phones that these car companies are in their privacy policies saying that they have a right to be able to access.
Right.
I
That's
feel
probably
so violated
right. That's
right
probably
now.
in all that where you just check it. You scroll down, you're like, and it's like 2 pages, 5 pages, 50 pages, and then you just click at the end.
It's a wall of text that is often really vaguely framed legalese to kind of provide significant legal cover for these companies, but also give them great leverage to be able to do whatever they want.
Well, once they collect this information and do whatever they want with it, what are they doing with it?
Well, mostly they're trying to make their companies more persuasive, more successful. They're trying to make sure that they keep you as a car customer. They're trying to market to other people like you, to sell that car to your neighbor who has a similar demographic profile as you. And they're also bundling it and selling it to these data brokers who will take it and sell it to other marketing firms that then use it to sell different consumer products to us.
At least I'm feeling good that they haven't started sending me ads that I need singing lessons. So that's at least good.
You'll be getting those soon.
Yeah. What can we do about this? And is there really kind of a middle ground that we can all kind of all get along together?
You know, I think the reality is that there's been a computer in cars since the 1970s. And as that technology has evolved, it's gotten more and more sophisticated and more capable of doing this sort of thing, where they can catalog and make sense of what our behaviors are as consumers, as drivers. And without there being some sort of federal data protection, there's probably not a lot that we can do. But in the scheme of things, it doesn't necessarily matter. A lot of times when we trade that embrace of technology, we're trading off our privacy. And it might mean that we do get served ads that are for frog things that could be good for holiday gifts, right? So, you know, sometimes it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just, from a principle standpoint, I wish that my car was more private than this Mozilla Foundation study found.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is wonderful information.
Is it?
I'm going to look at I mean, it is, because I'm going to look at my car in a whole different way now.
Right.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Not
the
that
enemy.
private.
Right.
It
Yeah.
is.
You're like snitching on you.
It is. Snitch. We don't like snitches. All right. Dr. Jess offers commentary on both tech and culture on her Instagram stories and Substack newsletter. We'll link you up on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. And we'll be right back.